he worked under Koji Ariyoshi, a Communist Party member who had served with the US Army with Mao Zedong's forces in China during World War II. After the war, Koji Ariyoshi went to New York, where he worked with the Amerasia people. This was a magazine this was a group led by communists who were trying to infiltrate your US State Department and tip State Department policy away from the Chinese nationalists and to the Chinese communists. And they succeeded, with the result that Mao Zedong took over that country. So in Hawaii, Frank Marshall Davis, he infiltrated the local Democrat Party with the rest of the comrades, but he also had an interesting hobby. He used to go around, the FBI often observed him in obscure beaches and geographical locations photographing things. He had no interest in photography but for that, and the FBI basically surmised that it was probably for espionage purposes. They were so concerned about Davis that they put him on the security index, and that meant that if war had ever broken out with the Soviet Union, he was going to be arrested that day. And a lot of people say, well, you know, by the time he began mentoring Barack Obama, that happened about 1970, when Barack Obama was 10 or 11, and continued for about 9 years till Obama was 19, that by that time Frank Marshall Davis was just a dope-smoking old alcoholic and not a great threat. But as late as 1979, Frank Marshall Davis was still listed as a sponsor of the American Committee for the Protection of Foreign-Born, a major Communist Party USA front. So there's no evidence that Frank Marshall Davis ever ceased being red. Now, Obama left Hawaii for Occidental College in 1979, and there he mixed with the Democratic Socialists of America people and Tom Hayden's radical crowd. He then went to Columbia University, where he attended conferences organised by Democratic Socialists of America, which despite its innocuous sounding name, is a hardcore Marxist group. You know, went to the Socialist Scholars Conferences, where 2,000 or 3,000 communists would basically gather around plotting to destroy your country. After that, he went to Chicago, worked as a community organiser, and then got interested in politics.